Hello and welcome to the channel. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has told Peter Obi that he should stop asking the Election Petition Tribunal for a rerun election, as a rerun would only favor himself and Atiku Abubakar, the runners-up with the second highest votes, as the Labour Party candidate will be excluded from a possible rerun election, having not met the criteria are stipulated by the Nigerian Constitution. Details in a bit. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you. Obi LP wrote fiction in final address to tribunal, says Tinubu. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Vice President Kashim Shettima have branded the final written address of Labour Party LP presidential candidate Peter Obi at the Presidential Election Petition Court as a fiction, an expedition, and a frolic of a sort. They said in their response to Obi's final written address that rather than prove the claims in his petition that he won the February 25th election, the petitioners have been so busy and occupied milling around the worn-out and obsolete subject of the contrived disqualification of the respondents. They also dismissed as untenable Obi's call for a rerun between him and the PDP presidential candidate, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. Obi and his party, the respondents argued, even have no local standing to present a petition challenging the second respondent, Tinubu, on the purported ground that he did not score 25% of votes cast in the FCT, having been constitutionally barred and or excluded from participating in any rerun election in the unlikely event of the court making such an order, as Section 134, 3A and B of the Constitution prohibits and excludes him from so doing. Tinubu and Shettima's response was filed on Friday by their lead counsel, Chief Wole Olanipekon son. Olanipekon said that in the unlikely event of a rerun, Obi and the LP would be excluded on the strength of provision of Section 134, 3A and B of the Constitution. That part of the Constitution reads, in a default of a candidate duly elected in accordance with subsection 2 of this section, there shall be a second election in accordance with subsection 4 of this section, at which the only candidate shall be A. The candidate who scored the highest number of votes at any election held in accordance with the said subsection 2 of this section, and B. One among the remaining candidates who has a majority of votes in the highest number of states. So, however, that where there are more than one candidate with majority of votes in the highest number of states, the candidate among them with the highest total of votes cast at the election shall be the second candidate for the election. Obi and the LP had in their petition asked the court to order a rerun on the grounds that Tinubu did not score 25% of votes in the Federal Capital Territory, FCT. Tinubu and Shettima, however, said in their reply to the final written address by Obi and the LP that the petitioners lack local standing to present a petition challenging the second respondent, Tinubu, on the purported ground that he did not score 25% of votes cast in the FCT. They said that even if a rerun was ordered, Obi can only vote and cannot be voted for, as the duel or contest will now be between the second respondent and the person who scored the next majority of votes in the highest number of states, 19 states, and who also came second by plurality of votes, that is, Alhaji Abubakar Atiku. Olanipekon said, borrowing the language of the Supreme Court in the celebrated case of Thomas v. Olufoshoye, 1986, 1 NWLR PT 18669, the second petitioner, Obi, is a meddlesome interloper, as he is presenting a case where he will derive no utilitarian value. The respondents urged the court to dismiss the petition on the grounds that not only did the petitioners fail to show that Obi won the election, they failed to prove their case with relevant evidence. Their words, the evidence presented by the petitioners themselves point to the fact that all the electioneering processes of accreditation, voting, sorting, counting, entering into the respective form, EC8As and manual transfer to the collation centers went smoothly. None of the witnesses called by the petitioners offered any scintilla of evidence to avail the court of the total number of votes that should be due to the petitioners as a result of the non-electronic transmission of votes to the High Rev and the number of votes that have been unduly credited to the second respondent for the same reason. By the imperative of Section 135(1) of the Electoral Act, the mere fact that results were not transmitted through the High Rev cannot operate to ground an invalidation of an election. The hard copy of the Form EC8A is the building block for any collation of results. By paragraph 93 of the regulations, electronic copy is only relevant where the hard copy of the Form EC8A is not available at the collation center, and that even in the absence of the electronic copy, recourse should be made to either the copy given to the party agent or police officers. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and please turn the notification bell on. Thank you. They said that contrary to the petitioner's claim that no glitches occurred during the transmission of results of the election to High Rev, one of their expert witnesses, PW7, admitted under cross-examination by the respondent counsel that the Amazon Web Services AWS servers in recent past suffered numerous outages, including the ones of 28 February 2017 and the over 27 others as of 2021, admitting the possibility of other outages as, according to her, anything is possible. They further noted that on the close of evidence, it has become glaring that none of the reliefs prayed for by the petitioners is grantable. Besides, the respondent said the petition should be dismissed on account of clear manifestation and display of abandonment of the entire petition by OB and the LP in their final written address. Order 22, Rule 5 of the Federal High Court, Civil Procedure Rules 2019, which is applicable to the proceedings, mandates that a written address shall contain the issues arising from the evidence for determination. They said, from this simple grammatical provision of the rules, it is clear that the petitioners have not formulated any issue for determination capable of being considered or countenanced by this honorable court, and the court can also not consider their address without issues for determination being presented by them. That's the news, guys. Thanks for listening. Until next time, bye.